All right, everyone, welcome to our stream. Nice to have you here. Hello, Kraft music community. My name is Luciano Minetti with Korg, here today to have some fun on the brand new Korg Nautilus music workstation. We're going to dive in first with some music, so let's get started. While you're all joining us, I'm going to play us on, and then we're going to dive in and explore this amazing synth. So here we go. All right, everyone, welcome to our stream. Once again, my name is Luciano with Korg. Very excited to be partnering today with Kraft Music for the second time on Nautilus. So we're very excited to be part of Synths of Summer, which is a really awesome thing that Kraft puts together. And they asked to feature the Nautilus. So today, we are going to take you on a tour of a lot of the sounds on Nautilus, some of my favorites actually. And we're going to tell you a little bit about what makes the Nautilus a special instrument. Now, whether you already had purchased your Nautilus or maybe you're thinking about getting one, the goal of today's stream is really just take you through, tell you a little bit about it, and let you hear the synthesizer. Now, what you're going to hear today also, I'm going to mention it a couple times, but Kraft Music is doing an amazing giveaway of a 88 key version of the Nautilus. So head over to craftmusic.com and you can check out the giveaway. The link's going to be in the description, but you can enter and potentially win a free Nautilus music workstation. So that's pretty awesome. So first thing, let's get to know the keyboard that we're working with today. Now, I am using the 61 key version of the new Nautilus. It does come available in 3 different sizes. The 61 here, a 73 key version of the Nautilus as well. And both the 61 and the 73 have a synth action, which is a really nice thing for those of you who might be, I see the comments here, by the way. So welcome to our stream, everyone. Definitely drop comments if you want, ask some questions. If I don't get to them during the stream, I will circle back around after and answer them. But 61 and 73 key versions of the Nautilus do come with a beautiful synth action. So nice to play those nice lead synth sounds like you heard, organ sounds as well. And then there is the full-size 88 with Korg's famous RH3 real hammer action. So that's going to feel like weighted keys, like a real piano. So if you're deciding between which one to get, I think it really depends on which applications you're going to be using the instrument in. If you're playing a lot of piano patches, you definitely want to check out maybe the weighted hammer action. But if you want something nice and light to the touch, the 61 or 73 key will do the job. Now, to just answer the question, because we get this a lot, is the Nautilus replacing anything in our lineup? We have the Kronos, the Chrome, the Cross, all music workstations. Those are staying as well. So the Kronos remains our flagship, and the Nautilus borrows from a lot of the amazing features that are within our Kronos and puts them into a more affordable package at $1,000 less than our Kronos. So a lot of value packed under the hood, and I'm going to show you some of that sound today. But first thing, I want to play another sound, one that I actually love opening with sometimes. I want to give you a lot of sonic variety so you can hear what this keyboard is capable of. But before we get into more details about this physical control panel, I'm going to play this combination. It's a really cool guitar sound, and it's called Pig's Leader. So I hope you enjoy it. I don't know where that name came from, by the way, but it's a pretty interesting name. But here we go. I love doing that one at the beginning of my presentation because it definitely keeps my energy going, which is pretty awesome to kind of get you in the mood to play more. But let's start first with a visual overview of the panel. Again, this stream, I really want to just target those of you who might not know yet what the Nautilus brings to the table, and we just want to show you a little bit about what it can do. And first, if you look at the control panel on Nautilus, it's a really nice simplified control surface. So this keyboard is designed really with somebody who's into live performance and just wants all the buttons that they need, nothing more, nothing less on the main panel. And we'll start on the right side here. But I like this because it's simple and it's effective. So first button I want to show you is the mode button. So if you're familiar with Korg workstations, we have familiar modes no matter which one you use, but program, combination, sequencer, global. And typically that's a physical button on the main panel, but we've simplified it here to now have a mode button. And when you click that mode button, you can see it now uses my screen here to be able to enter whichever mode I want to go to. So pay attention throughout the presentation, by the way. Look at the screen because you'll see a really nice streamlined user interface, which is fresh and it's new to the music workstation lineup at Korg. But I can click using my touch view display to get around and enter different modes. So that's pretty cool. Now, to the right, very crucial when you're operating the Nautilus because typically the Kronos has a slightly larger touchscreen. So on the bottom of the Kronos screen, you're going to see the different submenus as buttons on the touchscreen to click. However, for example, if I'm in combination mode, if I click the page button, you can see I have all of the different submenus that I can access within combination mode. So you'll find yourself, as you get used to navigation on Nautilus, you'll be bouncing back and forth between the page buttons, mode button, to access whichever appropriate page you want to get to. Now, my favorite are on the bottom, very versatile. Those of you who are live performance out there, by the way, we have Francis Capistrano in the chat. If you don't know who Francis Capistrano is, he knows everything about everything Korg, very knowledgeable, and he is also one of the people who runs the Kronos and Nautilus Facebook groups. So if you want to get even more information, you can check that out as well. But he's in the chat as well. All right. So below this, though, if you're gigging musicians out there, you would appreciate that sometimes you need to go to specific pages or execute specific commands. You don't want to have to look around for them. Well, these are customizable, quick access buttons. For example, if I click the A button, it'll bring me to my set list. My B button will bring me to whatever program I had called up last. C would be into my combination mode, but you can change this, and they are programmable, quick access, 6 of them right here on the bottom right, okay? Now, moving over to the left, I promise once we finish our little tour, then we're gonna keep exploring and playing some more. But 7-inch touch view display, it's color touch view, and it is touch and drag sensitive. I love it with the piano sounds, but I'm going to pull up this Italian Grand here, and you can see I can just drag my finger to raise or lower the lid. It does affect how the piano sounds. Now, speaking of pianos, let's play a little bit and hear some of these amazing piano sounds. I'm going to lower the lid. So you can hear absolutely what a beautiful sound that is. But you're going to notice that when you do raise and lower the lid, it will affect it as it would a regular piano, which is really, really nice. Now, a couple other things. We're going to just finish our physical tour of the instrument, but going to the left, a really handy button that would come specifically in handy when playing pianos on a synth action. I use it frequently for that. But dynamics button. If you're out there and you have a Nautilus, comment what your favorite feature is, if you like anything specifically on the main panel. But the dynamics button can be used to scale back the sensitivity of the key bed or increase it if you need more attack. But it's so handy to have a physical knob that you turn it on, and suddenly you can dig in more. Whatever you need to be playing on a gig is really nice. You don't have to dive into any menus to do it. But with this piano sound, if I roll back my velocity, so really nice that you can dig in. I was playing much harder there on the keyboard, but still got that nice and soft velocity. Now, to the left, we're going to have some fun with these today, and you're going to see how they shape various sounds. But real-time control knobs, these, by default, they will be set to give you some sort of modulation or a change in whatever sound you're playing. So if you're on a gig and you want to just maybe get some cutoff and sweep a cutoff on a specific sound, you can go ahead and just start twisting some knobs, and you're going to get some really cool effects. But they are also assignable by the user. So whatever you want to modulate, you can dive in and program that and have this for on-the-gig use. Fun tip, why do these buttons click down? It's also a very useful feature. It's kind of like whack-a-mole. You hit them and they go flat. That's pretty awesome because if you're on a gig, if you've ever accidentally bumped into another button and then suddenly the sound just changes drastically, that's what this does. It'll lock in or prevent anyone that you might not be using. You can push it. It'll be flush with the main panel so you don't accidentally touch it while on the gig. But I'm going to show you what it does with this cool dance toolkit sound. And we're just going to use the first real-time control knob and adjust the cutoff. You saw me doing this in the opening demo as well, but check it out. All right. By the way, yes, Ron, love the dynamics as a feature. It took a while to get it. We're happy that it's in the workstation now. I agree. Very good news that it's here. If you're just joining us, by the way, welcome to our stream with Kraft Music. We're happy to be here. And if you haven't already done so, open up another tab and enter in the giveaway. Kraft Music, partnership with Korg, we're giving away a Nautilus 88, craftmusic.com. You can enter to win between August 2nd and the 9th. So you have this week to do it. But definitely head over there. And Kraft Music, again, has all these amazing bundles. So if you're thinking about getting a Nautilus, check out Kraft Music. They will hook it up. All right, here we go. So pretty cool, and again, that's just using one. I basically bounced between a little bit at the end with the reverb to add some more, but the cutoff knob right there is just a quick one to go to get those nice sweeps. It comes particularly handy if you're doing any of these modern sounds where you want to get that build and make that big drop happen. So cool. A couple things we're going to be doing. We're going to continue now through the different sound structures of Nautilus. And by the way, good tip, Ron. Good catch there. I'm impressed. Yes, I have to update the firmware on my Nautilus. There are available firmware updates on the Nautilus, and you can go to korg.com, go to the Nautilus page, and under support, you will be able to download and see instructions on installing the latest up-to-date version of software. So very good catch there. Now, that's a physical quick look at the panel, but let's explore sounds on Nautilus, because that's what we want to do here today, and we're going to give you a variety. So, sounds on Nautilus were designed with 3 broad categories in mind. And as you know, this Nautilus has 9 sound engines within it. These 9 sound engines are borrowed from the Kronos, which is our flagship. So even though it has the same 9 sound engines, there is new sample content within the Nautilus, which we're going to explore today. But I want you to understand, if you take something away from the stream, 3 categories were kept in mind when designing sounds. Standard sounds, which you've heard some of them, but those are your bread and butter sounds, piano sounds, organ sounds, horn patches, things that you would expect to have in a Korg workstation. Current sounds, which you just heard one that's called Dance Toolkit, but that's going to be something that's modern music focused. And then you have unique sounds, which are super fun, and a lot of them are new and only available on the Nautilus. So let's start exploring them. But we're going to go in first and look at the unique piano sounds. Now, this is pretty cool because a lot of these were actually sampled in a very different way, and we're going to just scroll through some of them. But the first one you'll see is a rubber piano damper. So this is with the rubber actually between the strings, and it makes for this really cool effect, very percussive. Here we go. Let's hear what we got. So you can hear right away if I just play. Linda, you have your Nautilus coming in 2 weeks. Congratulations, that sounds fun. By the way, big moment tonight. I know we've had some availability constraints, but now Kraft Music has all of the Nautilus sizes in stock as of tonight. So if you order, they are stocked fully on all of the Nautilus versions. So that's pretty awesome. Again, check out Kraft Music. Their website will be link is already in the comments. It's pinned, so you can click it and go right over to their website to get your Nautilus. So let's play this, see what we got here. So that's pretty awesome, very percussive. But we're going to just scroll through. This is all of the prepared ones are kind of back to back within the Nautilus. But this one is called felt piano. Kind of like when a piano tuner would, tune a piano and puts felts between the strings to mute the outside strings. This is what this would sound like. So let's see if we have anything there. Pretty cool there, and we're going to continue through some of them, but there's screw pianos, bolt piano, eraser piano, coin piano, but my favorite, you've heard me say this before if you checked out other streams on Nautilus, but paper prepared piano, true story. But the first time I used the Nautilus after it came out and I used it in the studio, I was with a bunch of musicians and everybody who heard the paper prepared piano sound, that was like just stole the show. Everyone was like blown away by the sound. It's cinematic, but it's got a lot of reverb in it, and it's sampled with actual paper on top of the piano strings. So give a listen to this, but we'll play in C. I'm going to mute my mic so you can really hear it nicely. And you hear that awesome ring out there. It's such a nice cinematic and inspiring patch. You can just kind of fall away and just keep playing and explore. But the SGX2 sound engine is what is responsible for delivering a lot of these amazing, amazing piano sounds on Nautilus. So the high quality of sounds you would expect in a flagship Kronos, that's going to come right over here to the Nautilus. All right, so first part of unique sounds. The next type of unique sound on Nautilus, and by the way, Francis Capistrano to the rescue. Look, he's in the chat answering questions. You have the most knowledgeable person in the chat right now, so that's really beautiful. Thank you for answering and helping out. And we have Kraft sales team is also in the chat answering your questions, anything related to Nautilus, ordering Nautilus. And if you're just joining us, once again, enter for your free Nautilus giveaway. This week, head to craftmusic.com and you could win a free Nautilus, the 88, so with the RH3 hammer action. Also, should I shout out to Tracy from Kraft. This t-shirt is a Synths of Summer t-shirt that she designed, and if you buy anything $249 and above on craftmusic.com, they're going to give you a free t-shirt. So I love this shirt. It's cool. Thank you, Tracy, and good job designing it. All right, next type of unique sound, phrase sounds. If you have your Nautilus, tell me if you've tried out a phrase sound so far, but I love specifically the bass phrase sounds because it's fun to jam with, and if you want to do a split, that's when it really comes to life. But what a phrase sound is it's an organic recorded phrase of a musician playing a full little snippet of music or a phrase of music. Why this is great is it's not just an arpeggiated pattern that could sound sometimes, not genuine, not locked in. It's an actual recording that's being played back when you trigger and press a single note. So this particular one is a walking bass one, so I'll just let you listen to it first. But so this is a walking bass one, and I love this one particularly, but you'll see how versatile it is. So let's make something happen here. So that's the tempo that is set in this particular program. We're in program mode right now, and you can see in the right hand, oscillator 1 is my acoustic bass, and oscillator 2 is going to be a piano sound, and it's split, which is nice. Now let's get a little tempo going here. So maybe I'll do something like, see, like. So now, obviously, if I press a single note, the tempo now will change it. So if I tap my tempo, that should be good tempo. So I'm going to first show you how you can kind of come in and out of the phrase sound. And the more I played around with Nautilus, the more I had fun with this. So if you haven't tried it, you can also, like, let's say if I wanted to walk a bass line, I can kind of get away with walking it myself and then hold it when I want the keyboard to take over the walking bass line. So for example, now I'm holding it. So obviously towards the end there, when I started soloing, I went ahead and triggered one note and let it walk for me. But if I want to do cuts, I can also kind of come in and out of it and go like, So it's pretty fun and it's actually very useful. But the phrase sound, they exist. And a fun little tip also, if you just got the Nautilus, and right now I'm in program mode, so I went ahead and clicked up here so I can enter and see my different program categories. I love that at the top you can sort by phrase sounds. So I'm in bass right now and I can just see the phrase bass sounds separate from the rest. So nice little sub category sort there. This one's pretty cool, slap bass, but you can see, look how many hip hop lines. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. And now, this slap bass one I love particularly, but check it out. That's a pretty awesome one, fun one to play. Okay, so if you're just joining us, I'm going to say it one more time. We're here with Kraft Music. My name is Luciano from Korg, having some fun playing through some of my favorite sounds on Nautilus. So we're going to keep it casual tonight. But head on over to craftmusic.com if you want to enter to win a Nautilus. You can win a free Nautilus 88. Pretty awesome. They have all the bundles already put together if you want to get a Nautilus, and they have them in stock, which is pretty awesome. All right, continuing our tour. String sounds are awesome and something that the Nautilus does really, really, really well. And I want to show you some of my favorite ones. And I know I was talking with Francis, and Francis Capistrano was in the chat, and we were saying that there is one particular that I'm going to play for you called Movie Scenes, which is absolutely incredible combination. But before I get there, I'm going to play one called Symphonic Music, and this one actually is in the Kronos, I believe, as well. It's a really beautiful sound. I'm going to play this one and then one of the new string sounds that is in the Nautilus. Okay, so we'll do those two first and then we'll go on a little later and show you the Movie Scenes one. But here we go. Symphonic Music. This next one is actually the big slow legato strings, which is new string PCM that's within Nautilus for really nice, beautiful, lush orchestral patches here. So this is big slow legato strings. Check it out if you have the Nautilus or if you're going to get one. It's a really beautiful patch. All right, so you can hear that is just an absolutely beautiful and expressive patch to play. And with my convenient octave buttons, that can be really helpful when you're diving around and kind of getting high range stuff, low range stuff, and you have a 61 key instrument. Very handy to have that as a physical button right here. But that is one of the new string PCM sounds within Nautilus. It's called big, slow, legato strings. All right, now continuing our tour, we're going to look again some of these new unique sounds, and one of them, like I mentioned before, is called movie scenes. Now, within movie scenes exists a program called Cinema Effects Collection. Now, why this is super cool is you're going to hear not only musical textures, but you'll hear bells and different, wind and water textures flowing in and out. It's really dynamic, and to do that and navigate through it, I'm going to use one of the really cool features on Nautilus, the drum track and arpeggiator scenes. Now, what this basically is, if you've ever used actually an arranger keyboard, our Korg PA series products, it kind of reminds me of the variations that you find in an arranger, where you want to kind of go through and build a groove and evolve a groove and have different musical textures, and you have a nice visual way to do it. And within each of these 4 squares that you see on my screen exists a couple different things. There's a dual polyphonic arpeggiator, so 2 arpeggiators, A and B, a drum track, and a step sequencer that you can program. So a lot of programming that could go on within these 4 scenes. But if you just want to dive in and start making music, you can quickly get there by pressing Shift and Drum, and that will bring you to the screen. So if I'm, for example, if I'm the main mixer page of a combination, I can press Shift, Drum, and it will bring me as a shortcut to the screen here. And when I start playing this, you're going to see, I'm going to click through these scenes, and we'll see what's in each of them. So maybe let's explore first. Let's see what's inside of each of these scenes. Whoa. We're in a movie now. Welcome to the movie, guys. All right. So here now we got a nice cinematic texture there, the big drop. All right, I'm scared. Are you all as scared as me? All right. So next thing, let's check out 2. So we got some different water textures flowing there. Crickets too. I mean, so much going on. And 4. I mean, I don't know what movie you were in right now, but we're somewhere. We're being transported. Drop a comment, by the way. What movie does this sound like? I'm going to play something in a second. All right, let's start from the top. Let's see what we can do. So now we kind of know what's in each of these scenes. So let's start and make some music. Here we go. Jumanji. I love it, Doug. Keep them coming if you have any other things that you think it sounds like. But how cool is that combination? If you have a Nautilus, just try it out. That's called movie scenes, A120 if you're in combination mode. But so expressive. You got to try the scenes too, because that's what really brings it to life. Without the scenes, beautiful orchestral vibes. But once you add the scenes in, it takes you into a movie there. All right, if you're just joining us, by the way, welcome to our stream. We're partnered today with Kraft Music. My name is Luciano from Korg, and we're having some fun on the Nautilus, playing around. I'm going to show you some more of my favorite sounds. So it's more of a little performance for you tonight, but just want to remind you, if you haven't already done it, enter on craftmusic.com. It's free to enter. You just type in your information to enter a free Nautilus 88 that they're giving away, which is amazing. And if you spend $249 or more, so if you order a Nautilus, you're also going to get the Synths of Summer t-shirt, which is really nice. And definitely visit their website for different bundles to check it out. All right, let's check out some more music. I'm going to play through some combinations, but let's see, which one do we want to do next? Okay, well, brass sounds. I know a lot of you on my other streams, I always get some comments like, let me hear some brass, let me hear what's happening. So this one is combination, big live brass. So I'm going to just shut off the drum track, Arpeggiator, right now, and just hear what we have here. Oh, we got some bite there. All right, so that's a nice sound right there. And you can hear, let's see when we hold it. I love that. When you hold it and play it nice and hard, you get that trumpet there doing that really cool shake. So. All right, so we got something now. So we got to add something, some drums. Oh, let's see what we get. So drum track on, and we're going to press a note. Okay. I'm going to click shift and drum track to go into my scenes. Scene 3. Ooh, okay, 4. Sometimes I like to explore to see what we got. Here we go. Let's see what we got in bass. Oh, the Arpeggiator has a bass line. There we go. So that's a really cool sound. Again, brass sounds, I'm in combination mode now, but if we just go through in program mode, you're going to see an abundance to choose from. But I do have my brass subcategory here. I can sort by ensemble, big fat brass, salsa brass, brass section, So a lot to choose from here just in program mode, but certainly when we go to combination, it gets really fun. Now continuing on some other ones, I saved some preset here in my set list to explore with you all tonight. But this one's called Ensemble Bell. It's like a synth texture here, and let's hear what we got with our drum track. Kind of brings me back to like the 80s there. And we got some James there. James Sajiva's in the chat. If you don't know James, awesome, from Korg, senior brand manager, really amazing musician, and he is in the chat now. So if you have a question, good time to ask with James in the chat as well. All right, continuing though. We got some strings, we heard some horns, but let's hear some more of those modern music sounds, okay? I have one saved here, Bad Romance Pitch Drop. You know the song, Bad Romance, Lady Gaga. It's a program here, and I want to show you what it does, but when I press and hold a note, you're going to hear the pitch kind of drop down to the chord that I'm playing. So give a listen what it does. All right, now that's a pretty cool one, as you can hear, but something that's nice to do, and I did this, if you check out the Korg official all playing video, M051 in program mode is Bad Romance Pitch Drop, and right next to it is Bad Romance Octave. So check this out. Now, if I go to the next one, M052, so what's pretty cool is I notice if you're playing through this, you can kind of jump right to the next, right next to it in combination mode, and it's kind of fun because you start out with the pitch drop one, and then we're going to go over to the next one and get some more attack on the, you know, when I play the chords. Yes, Frank, there are tutorials on the sequencer mode. So the video manuals, if you have gotten your Nautilus, you got to check out the video manual series. Maybe somebody could drop that in the chat, but if you go to the Nautilus page on Korg.com, you're going to see a link to all of the video manual episodes, and they go from beginner to some more advanced, deeper diving. But that's a really great place to start. There is a tutorial within that on using the sequencer, but of course the manual is also, wow, look, already on it, James. So just put the link in there for you. Cool. All right. We're going to try the jump now, so I'm going to start with pitch drop, and we'll go to the next one. Here we go. All right, so that was pretty fun. But you see, if you just, I switched the combination right at the right time, and then we went right into the next one, which was kind of fun to play. All right, let's go through some more. Now, exploring some of the new sounds within the instrument. Let's check out this seasoned loop kit. Now, this is a pretty cool one. You can see this is a drum kit that brings together a different variety of sounds electronic dance music, lots of different styles, and by default it's at 128 BPM. So it's very exotic, very different, and let's just see what we get. So I'm in set list now, so I'm going to click select season loop kit, and I'm going to now go to the program itself. See, that's the little picture there letting you know that you are in a seasoned loop kit. Before I play that, if you're just joining us, thanks for coming out tonight. We're with Kraft Music today to announce a couple things, but a giveaway of a free Nautilus, so you can go to craftmusic.com and you can enter. It's free to enter, and you could win a Nautilus 88, which is incredible. So let's hear the season loop kit. Okay, here we go. So you can hear each key is going to have something completely different. So sometimes what I like to do with this, before I dive in, oh wow. So you can hear a lot going on here, but you can pick the keys that you like and then have some fun. So here we go, start it again. It's very exotic there. This is a cool one. And we'll go back here. So I have some fun with seasoning loop kit, but this is very useful because you might want to use a specific effect in whatever you're recording, and it's really new, unique sounds like this. Again, seasoning loop kit that allow you to really explore and have some fun within the Nautilus, and very useful for some modern music, but also that exotic stuff that sounds really new and fresh. All right, couple final things. Organ split. Let's listen to some organs. Now, I saved a couple, but this does have the CX3 Hammond organ engine, or I should say tone wheel organ generator, for the correct term. But this is a really cool sound, and I just want to show you just a little sample of what an organ sound, how amazing they are within Nautilus. But this is the sound called CX3 organ. So let's see what we got. All right, so that's super fun. Using the joystick to go ahead and engage the Leslie rotary speaker is always a blast, all right? So, couple final things before we wrap up. I have a couple more patches. I'll play you off. But, once again, we're here today with Kraft Music because they want to do something really amazing. Give away a Nautilus, and as of tonight, they received a shipment of all the different sizes of Nautilus, which is awesome because they're in stock. So you can head to Kraft Music, pick up a Nautilus now, and get a free shirt, any purchase over $249, and enter to win your free Nautilus. So pretty awesome stuff. This sound I just put aside because guitar sounds are awesome and acoustic ones are beautiful on Nautilus. This is called My Weeping Heart. My heart will be weeping if you don't enter for your free chance to win a Nautilus 88. You might as well. But this is called My Weeping Heart, and we can hear Listen to this. This is just some of the power. Again, when you explore combination mode on any of our workstations, you can combine up to 16 timbres. So different sounds, you can import them and copy them directly from a program, very easy. But look how much texture you get. Again, at first attack, I hear the guitar, but I hold it, and suddenly I get this ambience from a nice, slow, rising synth. Listen. That's beautiful. How many times could you try to win one? Once. Put it in one request. I think that's the answer. But good try. Don't answer 1,000 times. All right, so let's explore with this one. I'm going to play a little bit and we'll make a little piece out of it. So I love that. I love that rising synth behind. To me, that's what really just is the glue in this particular combination. But this is just really scratching the surface. I just wanted you to hear a little bit of my favorite selection. And before I leave you, I'll play one more sound. This one is called Funky Groove Clav. And once again, you've seen me do it a bunch, but I love these drum and arpeggiator scenes. And I really talk a lot about them because I do have fun with them. And for me, that's the most important thing. When I sit down and just play a synth, I want to have fun. I want to enjoy it, as I'm sure you all do. And I want it to be functional. And I think the drum and arpeggiator scenes are easy, they're fun, and they're easy to just make music with when you just first start using the Nautilus. So this particular sound, we'll start in scene 2, and we'll progress through scene 2, 3, and 4, and we'll see what we get. Here we go. Here's 2, or 3, I should say. Four. That's fun. You kind of get lost in that. So dig deep. He said, yeah, keep going. Please, I appreciate the positive feedback, by the way. You guys are really awesome, and I appreciate hopping in the stream today. It's the viewers like you who keep us having fun performing live. It's funny because you're doing a live stream, and we're here with Kraft Music. And I'm just in my house in New Jersey, and all of you around the world. It's pretty amazing that we can all do this and be together and just, have the synth community come together. But maybe I'll play you one more patch on the way out. I know we're running out of time, but just before I play the final tune, one more time. Enter to win your free Nautilus. We're here with Kraft Music. They're giving away free Synths of Summer shirts. If you buy anything over $249, you get a free t-shirt. You also can get bundles at Kraft. So definitely check out their website. You can get the Nautilus. They have them in stock as of tonight. Any questions, reach out to Kraft Music. They will, I'm sure, answer them. And if any questions come through that you do not have the answer to, reach out to us. Korg support, product support does answer emails, and we will do our best to answer them. All right, so I guess one more. This is called Keys and Frets. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. All right, so we got some vibes going here. Oh, we got Long Island in the house, Texas in the house. All right. All right, so we're gonna just kind of set the tone there, and a little solo. With these kind of sounds, it's great. You want to try and use your pitch bend wheel, or joystick, I should say, XY joystick. Mid-performance tip, I feel like I'm a little bit too sensitive. I'm gonna turn my dynamics button on. That's fun. You can just keep jamming. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure. Once again, my name is Luciano Minetti with Korg, here today with Kraft Music. Thank you, Kraft, for having us. We'll be back anytime you want us back. Invite us back. We will be here gladly. Head over to Kraft Music. Their website, it's in the chat. You can go right there, enter to win your free Nautilus in the giveaway, and check out some amazing Nautilus bundles and get a free shirt. All right, thank you so much, everyone, and have a great, great night.